Yo, what to do? Welcome back to the channel. And I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I still want to talk about the Trey Lance situation. A little update: he had successful surgery. If you follow him on social media on Instagram, he posted an updated picture, him throwing up the deuces in his hospital bed with the cast on. So everything went well with the surgery. Happy about that. But it sucks to see. It's so frustrating as a fan, you know, to see Kyle's play calling like that and to limit him into only running. It was his third run of the game, and it was not even halfway through the first quarter. Just to have him run again and again, getting hits by linebackers, it's just simply not sustainable. And we literally saw it. He only lasted to week 2. I don't know if Kyle thought this could last the whole season. Kept running those plays, and then what frustrated me is immediately when Trey Lance was taken out of the game and Jimmy was in, they let it fly. They let that thing loose. They were letting it fly, man. So I just don't understand. Uh, it must be a matter of Kyle not trusting Trey. And if that's the case, and you don't think he has the accuracy, you don't think he knows your playbook, then just have Jimmy go out there. I think if that's the case, then maybe Kyle and John just didn't want to admit that it was a wrong decision to get Trey, and they didn't develop him how they thought they could. If if they were only just running him to the ground, it's like let it fly, bruh. We saw in the preseason game versus the Packers when he threw it to Danny Gray. He's capable of doing that. And yeah, if you want to just game manage the game, Jimmy's gonna do that better. But we know Jimmy's ceiling. We don't know the potential or the ceiling of Trey Lance yet. So we needed him to get those reps, and we needed him to have a full year of playing. But the dilemma is we have a win now team. So yeah, we know we can win with Jimmy, and we have a win now team, so we don't have time to develop a player. So I don't know. It was a big gamble. We thought he could just sit for a year and then be ready and have this crazy progression that no other rookie QB has had. Because if you think about it, QBs coming into this league do not get the luxury of having this win now team. So it puts a lot of pressure on him to progress really fast, win now, limit your rookie mistakes that any rookie QB is gonna have. Like if you look at Trevor Lawrence last year, he didn't look good. He looked mediocre because the team around him was whatever, but he got that in-game experience and that year of reps that he needed. And now the Jags are looking pretty solid. They might go ahead and win the division depending on how the Titans look this year. The Colts don't look good, and the Texans are the Texans, but it's an unprecedented year and thing with QB Trey Lance because he's put in this position to win now. And there's a lot of pressure on him. And obviously, Kyle, to me, it didn't look like he trusted him because even from last year, it looks like he's play calling it the same. He had a full training camp, and he's still calling the same plays for Trey as he would last year with barely any reps. It's like, let him throw. He needs the experience of dropping back, seeing different coverages, rolling out, rolling to the perimeter, running, scrambling, sliding, not just running straight into a linebacker. And yeah, like people have said, it works. It gets us the first down. But guess what? We have capable running backs. Debo Samuel, we got Jeff Wilson, we got TDP. Jordan Mason is eventually going to see touches, and they were running all over the Seahawks yesterday. So why not have them run it? The only reason that Trey Lance should be running is when we need a first down, and it's a pivotal first down or late in the game where we need a score or a first down, not a 2nd and 8 with 8 minutes or whatever it was in the first quarter. I don't understand it. The only reason he should be running is, like I said, if we need the first down or if the play breaks down, no one's open, and he rolls to the right or left and then slides. He should not be taking those hits. It's just simply not sustainable. It works. We get the first down, but is it sustainable? And is it worth getting your QB hurt for the whole year? And would Kyle be calling it like that if we had Jimmy on the bench? If we ended up trading him, would he be calling it still? Because then we'd be left with Brock Purdy, who you guys know I like, but are we gonna win hella games with them and go to the playoffs and Super Bowl? No. So it's just very frustrating. It's another year of Trey Lance not being able to play. That's gonna be 3 years where he only played in like 4 games, because if you guys don't remember, in his last year of college, he only played 1 game because of COVID. So we took the gamble of him not having experience, not even in college. We said, we're going to have you sit on the bench because we need to win now. And then we finally start him and name him the QB1. But guess what? We're just going to have you run 3 times, and we're going to have he ran 3 times and threw 3 times. You cannot run as much as you throw. He's like on pace for getting hit 15 times by these huge ass linebackers that are going to kill him. And then look, it's not sustainable. I didn't think it was. And then he only lasted into week 2. So it sucks. And yeah, people say, "Oh, it's just a football play. That shit happens." Yeah, I agree. In any given play, any player on the field can get hurt. It's a freak sport. If you can get freak injuries, anything can happen. But that's why you limit, you limit those situations. You don't not gonna put your QB in those situations to get hit in the middle again and again and again. So it's just really frustrating as a fan to see, and my heart goes out to him. Like Debo said, it's really is heartbreaking for him to come in ready to show his capabilities in the NFL, be put in this situation where you need to win now, and then you're just doing whatever the play call says, run up the damn middle, and then now your ankle gets snapped. So, and I don't think Kyle should be fired or anything like that, but as much as I love him and I'm gonna give him his props when he does those crazy plays, when he has those surgical drives, he's amazing. But you also have to criticize him when he does these questionable plays. And then in the post game, he didn't even really take accountability for it. So it's just kind of a mess right now. Jimmy's gonna be able to win us games, and I still think this is a Super Bowl roster if everyone stays healthy. We made our secondary, considerably better than last year. Then our D line, I believe our D line's even better than last year. Hopefully they can pick it up. I think they can even be better than what they displayed. But like I said, it's kind of like catching lightning in a bottle with Jimmy. He has to play really good. I think he played above average when he came in. Usually doesn't play like that. But maybe he's feeling good after his shoulder surgery. So regardless, I'm gonna support Jimmy, and hopefully we, you know, win the division. Yeah, I'm just, if you guys can't tell, I'm just super frustrated with this outcome and how this has played out, because it's literally gonna be 3 years of Trey Lance not playing, and it's the position that John and Kyle has put us in, because Jimmy kept getting hurt again and again. So it's like, yeah, we need to make a move. We were interested in Stafford. Rams beat us to it. Couldn't, thought about Watson. Couldn't do it. Thought about Rodgers. Didn't happen. I think we should have signed Brady after we lost the Super Bowl. That didn't happen. So we weren't going to go back to Brady, come calling back to him. So we said, hey, let's just spend 3 picks on a rookie. We'll see if we like him. And so I don't think he had some true connection before he did it. He just said, let's do it. And then let's pick Fields, Trey, or Mac. Went with Trey. And I think Trey is going to be a really good quarterback when he finally gets the reps, whether it's with the Niners or with another team. But he needs that true year, and even a year or two. Every QB is different on their rate of progression and how they develop. It depends of their situation, the coach they have, the players around them, and it just sucks. I just can't believe that he's literally out for the season. And I mean, I can't believe it if you're gonna call these QB power runs down the middle 10 times a game, not even letting him have a chance to throw. So it sucks. And then he was saying it was a part of the script, the offensive, play calling script, because Jimmy came in and started throwing. So the reporters were asking him about that, like, why did you all of a sudden choose to throw it when Jimmy came in? And he said it was a script. Now maybe it was, but personally, I don't believe that. I think he was just way more comfortable with Jimmy, because he's literally been a QB for us for 5 or 6 years now. So we know the ceiling that Jimmy can go. So just hopefully the defense stays healthy, run game stays strong, and then we can win the Super Bowl. But just the ceiling that Trey Lance could take us with the offense was crazy in my opinion, and it sucks that he's hurt. Let me know what you guys felt about the game, about Shanahan's decision. Do you think it was just a freak accident, or do you think he shouldn't have our QB run down the middle and get put in those positions to get hurt? Because yes, it's a freak accident and anyone can get hurt. That's football, but you want to limit those times that your players are in those situations to get hurt. So maybe, I don't know. It's crazy. But we have a loaded roster. We need to win now. And we know Jimmy can win us games, but can he win the Super Bowl? We'll see. Either way, I'm going to support him. I'm going to ride with Jimmy G now. And I just hope Trey Lance has a speedy recovery. And I don't know what the offseason's gonna be in store for us, because we're gonna sign Jimmy back. We have to see how the season plays out before we start those predictions. But anyways, thanks for letting me rant. Feel free to rant in the comments. Even if you're a fan of another team, what's your outside perspective looking in on this? I have my friend, my one homie is a Vikings fan. He's even said, like, the same thing I'm saying. It's not sustainable. We were watching the first week together. I mean, that was different because it was a monsoon, but even then, just hand it off to your running back. Having him run it up the middle again and again, it's just not. It's just not a good. It's not a good plan. And then we saw he only lasted to week 2. So, anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and peace.